fucking gazelle!
Lasers. David, why are you so far behind?
I could 1v5 with LeBron James.
Okay.
You are freaking kidding me. That literally went off of Rudy.
Just a quick update to all of my Von Baker fans out there. He did unfortunately retire at the end of this minor league. You know what's poppin'? Is Bryman on. Hey, what is good, y'all? It's Bryman on. You know what's happening. This finna be my official prediction video. So I'm finna talk about who I think is gonna win the NBA this season. Who I think will like represent the West and the East. I'll do a full playoff bracket breakdown if you all want me to. I'll try and keep this video short because I can tend to ramble a little bit when talking about the NBA. Like my brain's going faster than my mouth can, so it just kind of gets caught up. It's all good though. So we'll just go with the conference finals and who I believe will make it on each side. In the East, I'm gonna go with Toronto playing Milwaukee in the East. I believe this because I believe the only true threat, in my opinion, to the Bucks in the East are the Miami Heat, which makes me very proud as a Miami fan. But essentially, I believe that they are the only true threat. However, I do not believe this is their year. I believe that next season is going to be the year they can truly like vault themselves into contention if they do sign Gallinari, give them a third like offensive spearhead or whatever. You have Bam Adebayo, who's a good Giannis stopper, but besides that, I do not think there's anyone in the East that has a legitimate chance of taking down the Bucks. The Raptors might come close, possibly with Pascal Siakam. However, no, the Bucks are going to win the East. We can just accept that as a whole. That's not the conference that's going to get a lot of fuss about. That's going to be the Western Conference, you know. So you all know we got a ton of like legitimate title contenders in the West, mostly the Clippers, the Lakers. Some people say the Rockets. I disagree with that. But we'll go off with who I think will be in the Western Conference Finals. That's going to be Lakers, Clippers. That's easy. James Harden, Russell Westbrook. Neither of them have just traditionally done very well in the playoffs. LeBron James has that proven like playoff all the way to the finals experience, which will come in handy. Anthony Davis wants a championship this year. They're going to advance to the conference finals. And this is where it does get controversial. So, I'm friends with lots of Lakers fans. And they all believe that the Lakers will, in fact, win the NBA Finals. That is going to be Davister and Momo Money. Y'all can go drop some hate on Momo Money's snap, which I dropped in the video like before or something. The Minecraft video, I'll link down in the description below. But essentially, I believe the Clippers are better built for both the bubble. They're better built to take down the Lakers. They're just the most well-built team in the NBA. So, we can talk about this a lot, but essentially last year when the Clippers had no superstar, they were still able to make the playoffs, and I believe they did take a game on the Warriors. I may be mistaken. However, they did make the playoffs, which is more that can be said. Even with LeBron James, the Lakers failed to make the playoffs. Part of that can be contributed to his injury. However, the fact is that if you took away the superstars from both of these teams, the Clippers are obviously the better team, okay? So, that's the first factor. The second factor is I believe that there are three players that you could consider the three best in the world. Those are Giannis Antetokounmpo, LeBron James, and Kawhi Leonard. I believe that Kawhi Leonard and Paul George are a better duo than LeBron and AD. I say this because last year Paul George was top 3 in the MVP race, and if he was still healthy this season, I believe that he would be in the MVP race again. Kawhi's load management, he's never going to win an MVP or anything like that in his career. That doesn't change the fact that he still can, at any one night, be the best player like on the face of the earth. He is a insane player. I personally think that once LeBron retires, it's not going to be Giannis's league. It's going to be Kawhi's. I think that him and Paul George will go on a run of dominance with the Clippers for a little bit. But long story short, Clippers in 7, bubble better equipped for the bubble, better bench. You got Patrick Beverly, who's a lockdown defender. All sorts of good stuff. The Lakers already have a shortage of guards, which will greatly affect them. You got J.R. Smith and Dion Waiters potentially getting minutes. That's just not good. So that means in the finals we got the Bucks and the Clippers. So if we were basing things off how this game was going so far, the Bucks are winning in 4. They're 9-0 at this point in the video. However, we're not. We're basing it off what I think. So I believe the Bucks are going to lose in 7. I think the Clippers will win the championship this year, and I think that'll ultimately drive Giannis away from the Bucks. I'll explain my reasoning for that right now. So let me skip this time out for y'all. So essentially, I believe, controversial opinion here, but I believe that Chris Middleton isn't that good. I think that he will choke in the playoffs, and that will cause Giannis to realize that he needs more help than just Chris Middleton, which will ultimately drive him to another team. I'll do a whole video breaking down Giannis' free agency if y'all want me to. Long story short, Chris Middleton chokes in the playoffs. Giannis does his best, but he can't win ultimately against Kawhi. Against Kawhi and Mr. PG-13. Patrick Beverly. They're a very well-equipped team to take them on. Clippers in 7 for the championship. Potentially setting up a dynasty for the next couple of years. Drives Giannis away from the Bucks. I'll do a whole video on that. I promise you all that already. Shoot. I think that's about it already, which is kind of surprising. I thought I'd ramble on this more. Yeah, y'all let me know if you want to see like a full-on playoff prediction, a full-on like MVP prediction, those good stuff. 2021 free agency. There's so much potential for the NBA right now, y'all. I haven't really looked at the draft. I typically use March Madness as my chance to like become informed on the draft, and with the lack of that this year, I'm somewhat ill-informed on this year's draft. I kind of know who I want the Heat to pick. Trey Jones. I think he would be a good fit, especially with Kendrick Nunn only being on contract for 1 more year and Goran Dragic potentially leaving. I'm rambling on already. Gosh darn, Colin. Yeah, subscribe to the channel if you did enjoy this. Let me know down in the comments if you think I'm a genius, if you think I have no idea what I'm talking about, if you just don't care about the NBA and like the soothing sound of my voice. It's all good. Thanks for watching, y'all. Like and subscribe if you did enjoy this video. Yes.